Good morning, guys. Good morning. En el día de hoy, we're going back to the Jeep. I guess not really going back to it. I guess starting to tackle now the issue with the Penhar bar that I had, where it came apart out of the right side there. So you can see right there the whole part where the is climbing here. The part where it's supposed to be attached to in here kind of stripped out and it just came off. So what I'm gonna do is take it off, just take it out of there, take it out of here, and weld the nut piece of it to the top of this, and then paint it. At least that will be the fix that I think will be the best for this issue, just because it will be easier and faster to tackle. So yeah, let's get to it. Let's get to it. So by now time, the jam nut, it allowed the threads to go forwards and backwards. And being that obviously, who God knows how much tension the truck was actually putting on those threads. It just when we went over that first section of the trail, you can hear that pop noise, that boom noise. I didn't address. I did mention it in the video. Um, on Torrey Mountain Road, but I didn't notice until like I was like halfway through the trail, going through the harder section. That's when I addressed it, just because, well, not addressed it, but at least pointed it out, because I didn't notice until then. I didn't know what the noise was. Being that this truck is an amalgamation of a lot of things, I usually do not know what be making noise on the truck. It just, one day it just makes noise, the very next day it doesn't make any noise. So, I usually don't have a good idea what making, any sort of noise. So, um, if you may ask, I guess in the comments, if I will have to readjust the Penhar bar after. I don't think so, but I will double check once I get back uh, to the alignment rack. Um, but I don't think I need to. Just due to the fact that I'm not moving where the nut is. And last time I adjusted, I did move the nut. So I don't think I will have to adjust that part. Um, yeah, so it has no threads. The threads are bold. So what I'm gonna do is clean all of this, clean the nut, clean the top of the thing, and then weld them together. And then we will use the nut instead of the tube as the way to adjust it. So like that, it will be physically binded to the tube, but it will be permanently adjusted. And if anything, I would just have to turn it on the nut or the head. I will have to turn the head on the nut to be able to do it. So let me get a better positioning here. Let me get this cleaned up, and then I'll come back with you guys after I already have everything set up, just to put some weld on this, okay? Alrighty, guys. So this is pretty much just the unfolding of after 24 hours of putting some paint over this. So let's reveal how it looks. Very cold in here. Didn't expect it to be as cold, but that's how it's looking. It looks pretty good. Now it's time for the installation.
So just a close-up here. Definitely the camera quality a lot better, so sorry about that. I was playing it on the video then, but yeah, so now I'm gonna just grease it now, grease both ends, and then I will shove it back into the car. All right, so now with the bar all greased up and looped up, now I'm ready to shove this back in there. So one thing that I'm gonna warn you guys now is that most likely I'm gonna have to edit this video like super hard, just due to the fact of how hard it is to get this bar to go back to where it used to be. Frame has to come this way. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a pry bar and jam it in between the axle and the frame and try to pry it this way so I can shove the nut. Oh, oh, by the way, all of that damage right there on that tire, that's from those jagged rocks on Torrey Mountain Road. So yeah, that road is no joke. And when you go out there to just spin tires, definitely a place that a no joke zone. Obviously the truck, I aligned it not that long ago, and I set the Penhard bar to that distance. So obviously I found out as soon as I get in the road and see if the truck goes down the road straight. But from there, all that I will have to do is just, you know, turn on the head of the Penhard bar, and that should make it technically easier to adjust. But at this point I refuse to buy another Penhard bar for this truck, just due to the fact that I may be just moving myself into the Tacoma for my new off-roading rig. So after I get the blessing from the wife, of course, that the wife is okay with doing that, and we will move on to doing better things, I guess. Okay. Now when it's tight, let's see if I can get this thing. Okay, and now gone. Did the camera caught all of that? All of that dirt coming of the truck. But alright guys, that's all there is to this video. I don't think you guys are gonna learn much, but this is just a quick update on how it went. Basically how to fix the track bar that broke. That broke or I broke it? I don't know. Either way, that was just how to put this together, guys. Thank you very much, and you guys have a good day.